Doing, fams? Morning, everyone. It is 4:50 a.m. I've been at the gym for 2 hours, I think. We did chest, shoulders, not the entire shoulder department, but we did what do you call deltoids, side delts. I trained the side delts with my chest because I'm trying to even out the frame of my body. Oh, it's a nice dog. Just saw a dog walking on its own. So we did chest as per usual, nothing too special. We did the Smith machine, which is a different type of movement compared to the incline dumbbells I used to do. I don't know, I just wanted to try something different, try different variations. You know, different angles, different variations mean you're working different types of muscles. So you don't want to be sticking to the same workouts every single week, every single day. That's how you end up hitting a wall. Or in the bodybuilding term or fitness term, it's plateau, which means you just stand there and sit there like, what's going on in my body? I'm not changing. You know, you're like, what's happening? But we did the Smith machine incline. We moved on to the chest press machine. Nothing too special with that. I'm just really trying to squeeze the fibers. I'm not going too heavy or anything. If I was to go heavy, I'd be training to be strongman or powerlifting. But you know, I did have a history of lifting heavy back in my early days when I was training my older also. When I was 19, 18, man, I used to be lifting some weight back in the day. 4 plates, 20s from memory on incline was probably my max. You know, we used to do that for reps. And then when I used to see bodybuilders come into the gym at Unirec back in Hamilton, I used to see like bodybuilders like, man, come in and rep 520s, 420s for 10, 12, and I was like, bro, and I'm only doing it for 3 or 4 reps. So it's sort of humbling to see, you know, to appreciate what you've done and then to see where you're at today. I've read a quote, I don't know, I've read this quote in the gym. It said something about like, you know, the first step will always be the hardest, but you know, as long as you finish the race or something like that. I'll read it to you guys later. My memory is bad. You know, sometimes I'm real bad when it comes to remembering stuff. Like, I'm good at remembering certain things, but there's like certain things where I'm just like, I can't even remember stuff. Like sometimes when I'm taking the kids through Macca's or the missus asks me to get something from Macca's, I have to ask for the order again. Or I have to get the kids to order for me because they'll be like cheeseburger, chicken burger, McFlurry, and this. I wouldn't even remember it. But yeah, getting sidetracked. So we then moved on to pec deck. Every exercise I do one warm up set, and then I'll do 4 working sets or 5 working sets, depending on the exercise. If I'm feeling it, I'll go 4. If I'm just like, my mind is not connecting well, I'll do an extra set just to, you know, put the bullet to the head. And then after that, I went to cable rows, did 4 sets of those. After that, my phone I just ditched the phone because I wasn't really feeling like I was focusing while I was training. So I'll explain what I did after that. Sometimes, bro, like when I'm training, I just really want to be in the zone. Like, I don't want to be worrying about setting up the phone and this and that. So I ditched the phone and I went straight to dumbbell single-handed dumbbells, just going in the incline. That works your upper chest. So when you're holding a dumbbell and you're holding it up like that, it works your upper chest. I did that. I went on to do some side laterals with the dumbbells, 5 sets, 15 reps, 10 kilo dumbbells. That's all I needed. Moved on to triceps. I did 3 exercises, just supersetted them. Nothing special, just the usual machine tricep workouts. And then I went and finished off on the treadmill, 20 minutes on the incline, 12.5 incline, and then 3.5 speed. And I just walked for 20 minutes and I burned 160 calories. So that's an easy burn right there. I didn't get a chance to train abs, man. I'm just, honestly, I'm honestly just that type of person that doesn't really like to train core. In my previous competitions, like in the Melbourne one, my Melbourne ICN comp in 2022, I don't even train abs much. I only did like 1 exercise per week or 2 exercises per week. Like I'm not much of an ab trainer. I don't like training it. Like, and that's just personal. You ask me why? I don't know. I just think I have just no idea, eh? I like to train everything else. I think we'll just, it's personal preference. But I'm saying this out loud because it's important to knuckle down and work on the weaknesses. This is my weaknesses, is that I neglect to train core. Sometimes I neglect to train legs, even like rear delts. Like I need to build on working on those certain muscle groups. So it's important, guys. If I was to say it out loud to you fellas, work on your weaknesses. That's my weakness, is that man, core is just a neglected muscle group for me. It's just I always depend on the kitchen. What I mean by the kitchen is that it's the diet that I rely on. I rely on my diet to get me shredded, to get me to lose belly fat, and I rely on my cardio. And sometimes when I'm engaging into certain workouts, like I engage the core a lot. So that's my sort of excuse to be like, yeah, you're already training core because you're engaging it when you're doing chest press or you're doing squats or leg press. You're tensing up the core. But in all reality is that, you're not even training it. Like honestly, if I was to put 110% into training abs, I think you'd see my six pack by now, but I'm still chubby around that area. I can see the difference, like in terms of the face, the veins popping in the forearms, arms starting to get trimmed, shoulders, upper chest are starting to get trimmed, legs slowly, lower back. Usually those sort of departments in the buttocks, the bum, the gluteus, the legs, the lower back, and around the belly and lower chest are the last parts to go. Body fat to go, sorry. So it's a bit of a, it depends on your diet, how you train, and the cardiovascular exercise movements that you're doing. So my training has switched up this week, guys. I have incorporated high volume. I'm no longer emphasizing heavy dramatic lifts. I'm trying to do more cardiovascular, trimming down on my calories, and also 12 to 15 reps on every exercise. If you're asking me why, because that's the rep range that you should be sticking to if you are looking at trying to trim up or create muscular endurance, and that speeds up your heart rate. So yeah, fellas, it's interesting what the body can do. The missus was just like commenting on how much weight I lost after eating a piece of steak, and that was on her birthday night. And that shows, when you have a refeed, the body just speeds up its metabolism. You got to keep the metabolism flowing. Like, you can't just diet strictly regimentally like for 20 weeks or 6 months straight. You're gonna plateau for sure, I guarantee you. So a lot of bodybuilders or physique competitors or fitness models, influencers or whatever, they have like cheat meals every couple of weeks, or depending on the person. Not every person's the same. So this is how I do it. Like, I've dieted for 7 weeks straight. 7 weeks straight, guys. And I have not cheated within those 7 weeks. It's been chicken breast and broccoli and brown rice, sweet potato every single day for 7 weeks. It is not until last Friday on my partner's birthday where I had a piece of steak. And then immediately the next day, my body would just evaporate, was like a vacuum made. Like, once I had that steak, all of a sudden, like, the body just trimmed up. The next morning, went to the gym full of energy, and then it just gave me a bit of fuel again. And you need to incorporate these refeeds, so it gives the body obviously momentum to build more energy to keep training. Yeah, it's a mean jam. Praise and worship in the morning, fellas. That's what I listen to in the morning. I listen to a lot of elevation music, a lot of elevation worship, hill songs, and just, you know, certain Christian artists. It gets my spirituality going, you know, gets me pumped. But what was I going on about? My refeed meals. So I'm planning on having another refeed meal 8 weeks out. Right now I'm just 12 weeks out, and it's important for me to keep on top of these refeeds. It's not because like I'm giving into my diet and I'm just like, oh man, I'm hungry as I need to go have Macca's burger or like a piece of steak because I'm desperate. No, these refeed meals are put into place for a particular reason. As a bodybuilder, a natural bodybuilder, man, I have to watch what I eat, watch how I train, see how the body changes. If I'm seeing that the body is plateauing, my strength level is decreasing, or my strength level is maintaining, I'm losing weight, body fat's losing, and like I got to monitor all these things. And then by looking at my body, if I feel like I'm plateauing, the energy level's dropping, strength level's dropping, body fat's not going down, that's when a refeed is sort of something to consider, because the body's like sort of craving something to absorb, you know, something fatty, something good, which is still like high quality protein and iron, if that makes sense. So my next refeed, I think I might try put one at 8 weeks out or 10 weeks out. It is currently 12, just under 12 weeks now. So I might have another steak meal, or I don't know, have like something pretty good, like maybe chicken tacos, not too much, but something to make the body excited and start grabbing onto things inside there. Because right now it's regimentally at a place where, you know, the body is just like, it knows what it's doing. Like it knows I'm giving it chicken breast, it knows it's getting broccoli, brown rice, sweet potato, so on, and drinking this amount of water, having these supplements. It's consistent every single day. Imagine putting your body like that, putting it through a journey like that every single day. Your body will just get bored. It knows that it's burning 2.something% fat each day. It's utilizing 800 kilojoules every single day based on your training and your deficit in calories. But man, the body is such a smart sort of, I wouldn't say tool, but a well-being. It's just, it knows what it's doing, and you just got to be on top of it. Like, you got to study your body. So right now it's 5 o'clock. I'm going to go have a protein shake and work on putting up the next content for Noosa. But yeah, we're going to go train shoulders and arms tonight, and then do another 20 minutes on the treadmill. Yeah, that's the recap for today, guys. We're going to move forward and try and work on doing abs quite frequently, because yeah, I'm pretty slack when it comes to training core and carbs. I need to incorporate a day where I am training all the neglected muscle groups, if that makes sense. This is pretty random. I thought I'll never be the type of person that'll be talking to a camera at 5 o'clock in the morning, sitting in my car. Like, come on, man. And this week, guys, on my 11-week out vlog, I will be doing a physique update, a weigh-in, a kitchen session to see what foods I'm cooking up, and just to give you guys an insight, and also a supplement, give you guys an update of what supplements I'm taking. This is all natural stuff, you know. This is all based on my experience on how I used to train back in the day, how I used to operate and diet. This is all experience stuff that I used to do back in the day, and just putting it into play today. all natural bodybuilding, you know. Also a family man that has responsibilities, loves family, loves church, loves God, you know, loves to put food and butter on the table like every other dad. But this is just a documented version of what a dude goes through in terms of prepping for bodybuilding comp, because it's sort of like you have to have enough fuel in your personal tank to push into that sort of direction. You know, it's a lot of it's a lot of going back to the drawing board and analyzing this and that. So yeah, hope everyone's sleeping well, and we'll get amongst today. Don't forget to like, subscribe and comment, share some love and support. Watch the physique change, fellas, and I hope you guys are joining in the journey. You guys can, like, you know, take whatever you need from here, and leave a comment, drop a comment if you guys need to. I'll see you guys soon.